It's official, I've got my first mirrorless camera. What are the reasons behind me choosing this camera and how I use it? Coming up. Hello everyone and welcome to a new product review. I finally managed to get away from my smartphone when it comes to filming my videos. It's always good to have a really great camera in your pocket that you can rely on whenever you don't have access to a digital camera. However, for professional videos and photos, I want a really good quality. That's why I went for this mirrorless camera, the Sony A7 Mark III. It was well packed together with a warranty card, some booklets and a manual, and let me pause here. This is a manual. Just check the thickness. Next we have the European type cable and the UK type cable. Open a new compartment and there we have the strap, the camera and the lens with the sun deflector. Hidden somewhere in the corner we have the micro USB cable and the battery. The camera is small, compact and light. It feels good in hand, the body is made of magnesium alloy and it supports E-mount lenses. I strongly suggest not to use this camera on rainy weather. If you look at the ports, these are covered but not sealed. On one side there are the microphone jack, the audio jack, the mini HDMI port, the micro USB and the C-type port. On the other side it has the SD card slots, one for SDXC2 and the second one for SDXC1. It is very handy to have two slots for the SD card. At the bottom it has the battery slot. Make sure that the shoe cap is on all the times when there are no accessories attached to the camera. There are situations where a drop of rain fell on the shoe mount and managed to damage the camera. One thing to improve on the next A7 Mark IV is the way the SD card plugs in. I have to flip the memory card to actually see which one is or what size it is. The lens from this pack is a telephoto one. The focal length is 28 to 70 mm with a maximum aperture of f3.5 to f5.6 and a minimum aperture of f22 to f36. It uses optical steady shot as image stabilization. The Sony A7 Mark III uses a 2280 mAh battery. The camera can be charged via the micro USB port or Type-C port. I charged it with my Samsung C-type cable and to fully charge the battery it took around 6 hours. It is quite a decent battery. On paper it's said to last around 710 shots. And this is how the camera looks put together. It is a beautiful piece of tech, very capable, packed with loads of technology and features. I like the fact that it is compact and I can use it with a director's set that I have. If you don't know what that is, subscribe to my channel because the review video will follow shortly. I feel like the lens is heavier than the body and when I place it on a straight surface it sits on the lens. So what made me buy this camera? Well, I spent loads of days, probably a couple of weeks, trying to come to a conclusion to the camera that I want. I can say that I bought a camera that I actually need and is best for me. These are the factors that I looked at before I took the final decision. Budget, great photos, great 4K videos, great autofocus, full-frame sensor for low-light situations and better image quality, in-body image stabilization, fully articulate screen, long battery life, easy to use and store. The Sony Alpha 7 Mark III was under my radar just because of the price. This was until I had to choose between Canon and Panasonic, which were just above my budget. I have prepared another video of showing you how to choose the correct camera for you, so make sure you subscribe to be notified when I will upload that video. The A7 Mark III takes amazing photos. It has a full-frame sensor, which is almost twice as big as APS-C sensors. There is no crop factor, so what you see through the viewfinder is what you shoot and delivers great depth of field. The sensor features a 24.2 megapixel resolution. It captures loads of details and offers extraordinary sensitivity and dynamic range. In terms of light sensitivity, there are some differences. The A7 III has a native range of ISO 100 to 51200, with extended levels as low as 50 and as high as 204,800. In terms of video, the highest quality is 4K UHD at 30 frames per second. It captures plenty of information for easier color grading in post-production. The camera is packed with preset profiles which help with the style that you are looking for. The autofocus is brilliant. 693 point Face Detect AF system. The Alpha 7 III supports a wide variety of AF models, enabling you to make things as simple or as advanced as you need depending on the shooting situation. While it can, on occasion, get tricked by fast and erratically moving subjects, overall it's an impressive and reliable system. If you're planning to shoot action with the Alpha 7 III, don't be in any doubt that this is one of the best systems out there for tracking your subject. The Sony A7 Mark III has a 3-inch touchscreen at 922,000 dot resolution, but that feature is only used for tapping the screen to focus, nothing else. The screen can be tilted, but I would prefer a fully articulated screen. Above the screen there is an electronic viewfinder which is large and bright. It is a 2.3 million dot OLED display with a magnification factor of 0.78 times. The Sony's 5-axis image stabilization system works fine. It is not as good as the Panasonic GH5s, but it's good to have. I can shoot handheld without a tripod. For smoother videos, I recommend using a tripod or a gimbal. The A7 Mark III ticks nearly all of the boxes. Great photos with awesome depth of field. Great 4K video, but only at 30 frames per second. Amazing autofocus. Full frame sensor. OK in-body stabilization. Long life battery, easy to use and store. I had to compromise the fully articulated screen and the more expensive lenses, but I got what I need and that's the most important thing. I left aside a few important features like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 4.1, NFC or the number of customizable buttons that this camera offers. Some of them are not so important and shouldn't be a key factor when you buy a new camera. Let me know in the comment section below if you want to see a video of how I've mapped all those customizable buttons and what settings I've used for videos and for photos. I hope you enjoyed this video, hit the like button if so and subscribe to be notified of other great product reviews. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.